Homosexuality, another one. Why don't God want us to be homosexual? Maybe that's not your case, but why doesn't God want us to be homosexual? Here's what I think. Here's what the revelation I got. Because I asked God, as you can see, I asked God for clear, plain examples of these things. I don't want to just go up here quoting a bunch of scriptures because we know these things are in the Bible. Matter of fact, most Christians who profess to be homosexuals, they know that what it says in the Bible. Most Christians who are fornicating and having sex, you know what it says in the Bible. You know. So we ain't got to go over and do what it says in the Bible. A lot of people want to hit you with logic. You ever try to talk to somebody about something and they be like, yeah, well, tell me this. You want to get into a logical conversation. Okay, it's in the word. Do it or don't do it, period. But if you want to get into, I said, God, because I'm not here to judge your people. You know what I'm saying? I got issues just like everybody else, but can you give me some logical things to say to help fight these thought processes that the enemy throws at us? So homosexuality, he said, well, first of all, I don't believe, personally, first of all, I don't believe a lot of people who claim to be homosexual are actually homosexual. What happened was, that's a good place to go ahead, do what you want to do. I don't believe that. I believe what happened was they had a connection with somebody that was different from something they had before, and they just automatically assumed that romance should have went with it. So what happened was, because I have a couple of homosexual friends, and it's like, this person understands me unlike anybody else. You know what I'm saying? We're close. I was like, okay, I get it now. And then what happened was, because this relationship was so unique, we associate in our logic that it's supposed to mean we're supposed to be together. So now we are together and we are comforted in our relationship, in our communication, our understanding. So now we feel like we should be together. And then what happens is when people got something to say, but first of all, then you try to hide it. Then after you try to hide it, then people find out about it. When they find out about it, you got to defend what you've done. It's kind of like anybody else in heterosexual relationships. You ever been with somebody that you knew wasn't no good? You knew they was no good, but you had talked them up so much to make other people feel like it was okay for you to be with them that now that you knew you needed to get rid of them, you wouldn't because it would make you look stupid for all the junk you done talked about them. Same situation. It's like you done gassed us up trying to make us believe that you should be with this person after we done told you they wasn't no good so much that you look stupid if you leave them. So now what happens with a lot of homosexual relationships, they done talk down the opposite gender so much they will be foolish to get back. In most situations, here's why I really feel like it's a spiritual attack. If I'm a homosexual, and I'm a guy obviously, and I like other guys, okay, hear me out. I like guys. I'm homosexual, so that means that, you got me? Yeah, so that would mean that I don't like women, right? Why in most homosexual situations, if you don't like guys, why do you want to be with a guy that wants to be a girl? That's because it's a spiritual attack, because when the enemy has you blinded, like I told you earlier, all you know is what you want, but you can't see the obvious in the situation. If I don't like women, why do I want a guy who all he wants to do is be like a woman? It's an attack. It's a spiritual attack. Now, if you got two masculine guys in the gym together like, what up, baby, I love you, man, that's different, but that's not the case most times. You know what I'm saying? Spot me, boo. Oh, yeah, give me 10 of these 250. And I would be like, okay, you gay. Okay, maybe you do like guys. I mean, all right. But that don't be the case. What that says to me that there's something on the inside of you that's fighting to get the natural order that God created, but you're blinded by spiritual attack. That's a good place to clap. So that's what happens. And I'm like, okay, wow, okay, God. So, but the problem is we like to, as the church, beat up people and down them. When the scripture clearly says that fornicating heterosexually is the same thing as being in a homosexual relationship. None of y'all gonna make it, is what it says. None of y'all. Just all y'all get in the category together. Y'all all need Jesus. So while we looking at homosexuals like, they look at us like, and God looking at you like, to both of y'all. Because all of us nasty to him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, that's not the way. So we gotta start embracing people, loving them, saying, hey, the same God you need is the same God I need, because I was with, you know what I'm saying, such and such the other day, me and Heaven got it in the dorm room.